This is not financial advice, it's just the wine talking.
So who's going to talk about their wins of the week?
I guess I
Go
can
ahead,
start with
Gassia.
mine.
Okay.
Well, I finally reached a goal of mine, which was to start off the year with $0 on my credit card, and honestly, just putting all my expenses ever on my table and create an expense report. And I even did a income statement, and soon I'm working on my balance sheet slowly because the
First for
filing was a lot.
Nice.
First for everything. Good job.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm an organized freak, so it was really hard for me to see my papers skip.
But
I mean, it's the first step. Good job.
but that's you basically did a fiscal reset, which is the best time to do it.
A fiscal... A fiscal what?
A fiscal reset.
What's a fiscal...
It's what you did. It's exactly what you did.
Oh.
I'm just using fancier words.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've never heard that in my life.
It's just take a moment, take a breather, put everything in front of you, look at what you have, where you want to go, and make a plan. And that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, okay. And sorry to cut you, but Gus, how did you get there?
Well, it all started because my husband and I want to move into another home. So we put up our house for sale last week. And we want to grow together and do more investments. We got an investment last year, and each year we want to get more and grow together. So that's what made me start.
I like how you're visualizing what you want, because I think that's like the first step to take to achieve something greater. And when you take a first step, you're basically preparing yourself for the bigger picture. I think that's how I set my goals. Like, I write down my achievable goals and somewhat not achievable. They're not unattainable. It's just I don't know how to get there, and I'm gonna try to figure out during the year.
How do you set your goals?
So the way I set my goals is that basically I have goals written down for the from age 40 to 60.
Wow.
And then but like 40, 50, 60. And then I also have goals that are set at the age of 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30.
So yearly for about 5 years, and then 10-year goals
Yeah,
going into like the future.
exactly. So I try to like see what I want, where I want to be in life at those ages, and the first step I have to take is to see what I have to do now in order to achieve those goals. So, for example, I write down my goals this year.
On a piece of paper or Excel sheet?
To be honest, I
That
put
you
it
find
in
in the
a
recycling
Word
bin.
document.
A Word document.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you send me your template?
No
Send it
template.
over.
Just write the age, and then what you want to achieve that year, and
Maybe ChatGPT can help you with that.
definitely can. So the way I would do it is, let's say I want to save up an X amount this year. I take a step back, see what I have to do in order to achieve that goal, and how much I have to put aside to have that amount at the end of the year.
So work backwards in a way.
Exactly.
Write your goals and then work backwards from there to know what the steps are to achieve those goals. So if it's saving a certain amount of money, then stating out the steps exactly how to achieve that goal to be able to do anything about it. Because a lot of times we write these goals and on a piece of paper or whichever tool someone's using, and then we never look at it again, and that's because we don't actually do the exercise of figuring out the steps on how to achieve that goal.
That's exactly what I mean. When you're taking when you're thinking about what you have to do to achieve that goal, you're almost there.
Yeah. that's
Because
right.
if you just write it down and you're not thinking about what you have to do, chances are you won't achieve it. So for me to set my goals this year and to achieve them this year, it's the step to take for my future goals.
I guess we need a meeting. We need to catch up and You help me write my goals for
Yeah.
the next 50
But
years.
the key is
No,
to
sorry,
stay
till I'm 60.
consistent and to like
hard.
show up for yourself.
But it's hard to stay consistent.
It is.
Because you forget and then you're like,
But-
life.
Life happens and
Yeah.
priorities shift.
Yeah.
But it's important to remember that the number one priority is you. And if you want to achieve a certain lifestyle or you visualize a certain life for yourself for when you're older or in the future,
I want a Kim Air
Kim Air, what's that?
private jet.
Oh,
Kim Kardashian. Kim Air.
if you want
you
a
want
private
that-
jet, what do you have to do today to
Win the lottery.
tell?
Let's be serious.
The odds of that are super slim. But okay, do you play the lottery?
No?
So how are you supposed to win it?
That
One
is
day.
a great
You're right.
point of view.
So if that's your goal, if your goal is to
I'm
win
joking,
the
I'm
no, I
joking.
know, but it's the
It
same,
goes back to
it's the
what
same
we're trying
point. And you made my point. You want to win the lottery, what do you have to do? You have to play it. I don't recommend for anyone to play the lottery consistently or whatever, but to the point,
Yeah.
the only way you can win is if you play.
That's true.
The only way you could get your private jet is if you put in the work.
I'm drinking.
Start writing down your goals. Maybe you can get your Kim Air.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
I want to be on your Kim Air.
Okay.
On
Yeah.
Talair.
We'll
I'll
go to
invite
Koulian
you.
for a weekend.
I'll call you when I get that lottery ticket.
Okay. Should we go play after?
Let's go.
Step one.
Step one. We might win it.
But that's the key, is to stay consistent, not by buying lottery tickets, but to stay consistent on your goals.
And reminding yourself what the purpose of doing these things are or taking the necessary steps. Like, there's a saying I always think about is long-term rewards over short-term satisfaction. Like, this goes back to my example saying why, let's say you want to set money aside. That short-term satisfaction to buy let's say the step to take to save that much money is to not spend as much so I can have more to invest. So me, by thinking that like that the short-term
Short-term.
satisfaction of buying that I will not gain anything from it. So I will keep reminding myself that it's for the long-term game. It's for my
So,
long-term goals.
How do you make yourself not spend on those short-term on those things that will give you short-term satisfaction?
Get off social media.
Yeah.
Get off social, but you need to find strategies that work for you.
Yeah.
Like, for example, one of the strategies that work for me that I've put out there is if something is above $150, I'll take a day to think about it, and chances are I won't go back to buy it.
Yeah.
But you need to find, like, I could tell you this and you could try it, but you'll still go to the cash and check out.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
You just have to find ways and things that work for you. And honestly, you have to like know what you want. And if you want it bad enough, you'll do it.
Yeah. The most important thing is to show up for yourself, to keep investing in yourself. And if you keep doing that, whatever it is that you're doing, whether you achieve a goal or you don't achieve that goal this year, if you kept working on it for 12 straight months and you keep working on it for the 13th month in the following year, the odds are that you'll achieve it in the following year. So as long as you're showing up for yourself, even if you don't achieve the goal, it's not a loss. It's still a win because you still created a habit of, if let's say the goal was to put money aside, you still created the habit of putting money aside. If the goal is knowledge-based or to become an expert in a skill, and maybe you didn't become an expert in that skill this year, but you still learned something, you still invested in yourself, and maybe that, if you keep at it, maybe that skill will
Pay off.
Maybe it will give you a higher income. Maybe it will help you manage your money better to do more savings the following year.
Yeah.
But my point is that the only thing that matters
Is to show up.
is to show up.
And we're not saying like that, like unexpected things can't happen during the fiscal year. Yes, but at least if you have a plan and you know what to do, you'll still and follow through, you'll still achieve that goal, whether it's this year or next year.
Yeah. It's still, for example, let's say one of your goals this year is to put $10,000 aside. You start putting money aside, and then in October, you get a $5,000 expense because something broke in your house. At that point, let's just say that you have $8,000 saved up because you're putting money aside every week. You automated that saving. You did the math at the beginning of the year. You took the steps and you followed through. But now you have an expense. You're going to take that $5,000 from your $8,000 and you're going to pay off that expense.
You lost me.
What I'm trying to say is that had you not done that, had you not put money aside, and a big expense came up, you were going to put that expense on your credit card, right?
Yeah.
Assuming that you don't have the liquid cash. Even if you don't achieve that goal, you still save the debt that you would have had you not put that goal. You're still $3,000 up if you deduct your $5,000 expense, and you still created a habit. Now next year, your goal will shift, and now you'll be like, okay, maybe I should only put myself a goal of saving $8,000 this year and creating an emergency fund instead. Reprioritize, because now something happened this year that taught you something, you learned something, it wasn't a loss, you didn't achieve your goal, but you still won, you still did something.
You actually won, just like you said, because you're going to face challenges in your life, and you're still going to go up and down, just like a stock market chart. But every time you get back down, to get back up, you know what to do. Yeah. You're prepared for it.
I love that expression, actually, relating us
to the stock market.
Yeah.
Like for example, you're having interviews left and right. Every interview is helping you to be better for the next one.
Yeah, I agree. I learn how to communicate better in serious settings because I tend to not be serious. I'm a very sarcastic person. So when I'm in a serious scenario, I'm always like, eh. Yeah. So it kind of teaches me to be more serious and more knowledgeable. And I learn things as well, for sure.
Every interview is going to teach you something that you're going to apply on your next one. And you're going to keep getting better and better and better until you reach the goal of,
landing on my dream job.
Exactly.
Hopefully this year.
It will happen. Yeah. Because you're taking the necessary steps to get that dream job.
My goal this year is to be comfortable with and happy with my career decision, which is something I've been struggling with for a couple of months. So hopefully that's my goal.
That's great. As long as you keep showing up. As long as you keep putting in the work for yourself, then you will get there. And even if, I pray that you do get there this year, but even if you don't get there this year, if you consistently and constantly put in the work in yourself, you're still winning.
Yeah.
You're still gaining something.
I agree, yeah.
And that's the only thing that matters. And that is how you can set yourself up for success.
Yes, exactly.
With my Birkin, like Walmart.
Yeah, don't buy a Birkin now. Just go get the
Walmart Firkin.
Firkin.
That's the only thing I can afford right now.
Is that what it's actually called?
It's called a Firkin.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's what the social media people are calling it.
That's
the Birkin from Walmart.
Sorry, I had to bring it up because that was ridiculous.
So do you think the Firkin? I don't know, how much is the Firkin?
Like $40.
What? Really?
Yeah.
It was $40.
I think it's 40, and it was sold out.
What?
So would that
is wild.
Would that be a smart purchase?
I guess you're saving money. No. Budgeting. Budgeting 2025.
You're not saving money by buying the Firkin versus the Birkin.
Yeah.
That's just girl math.
Girl math is good.
It's an unnecessary expense that most people are buying because it's related to a Birkin bag.
And this is where
And look how it's sold out. Like, all these ladies bought this bag.
Because of social media.
That's where I was gonna just mention, like how you said before, it's like social media has such a big effect on us that we'll just, because
Yeah.
it's trendy and whatever, you'll go and buy it.
It's one
even
click
though
away.
it doesn't
Check out.
Yeah.
Especially with Apple Pay right now.
exactly. Yeah.
Like,
Ding.
it's super quick to, like, purchase
I
something.
don't. There are some charges on my credit card that I don't even. I'm sure I made them, but I don't even remember
Yeah. It's
that
so,
I did because it's so easy to purchase and it's going on like your Apple Pay. You don't even know what you bought because
Yeah.
Can we
you're
go?
charged by Apple.
Yeah.
And some only mention, like, the company name, which is, like, all in numbers.
Yeah.
So you don't really
Can we
know.
go? Can we go back in the days where you just had to pay cash? Enough with this credit card thing.
Yeah.
It's just so easy
No,
to
what?
spend money.
Online should have been banned. years
Yeah.
ago.
But I could control myself. It's hard for you.
No, this year I'm controlling myself.
It's self-control. It's
I
honestly...
actually, like, I sat down and I printed my last statement and I checked some
That's-
subscriptions that I didn't even know I
That's
had
a great
subscribed.
step to take.
I didn't know Netflix was $24
Yeah.
a month. That's
What?
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see?
It
You learned
started-
something
It started
new.
at like $12 and it's at 24.
Yeah.
But that exercise is huge.
Yeah.
And it's so important.
I'm gonna
To do.
this week. I'm gonna unsubscribe on some like TV TV networks that I don't even.
Well, because you have
Subscriptions
all
that
of
we
them.
don't
I
need.
have all. Yeah,
You have
exactly,
literally
I know.
all of them for no reason.
Cause you know what's annoying? It's if you want to watch a show, it's on the Amazon Prime. You have to get Paramount Plus or MGM Plus
Yeah.
or this. And
That's
it's
how
like,
that's how you fall
but
into
That's
traps.
yeah.
But I'm a
So
Prime
the
member,
goal
you
this
know.
year, for you as well, you
I banned myself from HomeSense.
That's great.
Today,
But
someone
these are
asked me
all
to
your
go to
goals
HomeSense,
you're
and I said
taking.
no, I banned
yeah.
myself.
So your goal this year is that you started off fresh.
Yeah.
You're self-controlling with the shopping. You
I ban myself from malls.
Yeah.
I have to go. I have to. If I don't need to, just to go walk around, I'm staying home.
The
Good,
other
it's
day,
good.
I returned something at H&M, and I'm like, all right, you know what? With this money, since I had already spent,
I would put it in the
could-
stock market.
No. I can go to Uniqlo, get the sweater.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna practice self-control.
Because that's girl math.
It is girl math, and I was like, it's girl math. Like, it's already out of my. It was part of my budget, and I was in between the money I wanted to spend that month. But
But
I'm gonna practice self-control.
a Uniqlo hoodie is nice though.
It's not about that. It's not about how it wasn't
Self-control.
expensive.
To be honest, Uniqlo is not cheap. It's pretty expensive nowadays.
It got expensive now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that
Yeah, I
like
know.
it wasn't about
So let's
the
put it out
price. It was just about I wanted to practice
The
self-control.
We need to rewire our brains on how we spend our money.
Exactly.
Because it's so easy and it's so accessible with all of the tools that we have. Not even. Like, you just double tap here and put it there.
That's it.
And that's it. You don't even have to have your wallet on you.
Oh man, the best.
Most of
before-
the time, I don't have my wallet on.
That
me.
was the best. I was gonna say during my college and university years, Apple Pay didn't exist, and I was afraid. Okay, I'm staying hungry today. Like,
But that's it. Because spending money has become
The good old days.
the good old
so
days.
Easy to spend.
We need to rewire our brain on how we
Like
spend money.
$10 is nothing nowadays.
Yeah.
Like the
And
$10
it is like
is $100.
And you know what's funny? Stuff that are expensive can be paid now by installments,
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I know.
which traps a lot of people. But I'm like, I should have thought of that
Yeah.
to like put that installment as a payment.
Yeah. Very complicated and super regulated, but yeah,
100%.
great idea. They're doing
And
very
a
well.
lot of people have fallen in in great debt because of it.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy. $200 stuff. Oh, let me buy 4 of these. Pay $100 a month. Pay it off in like 5 months. It's like super easy.
Yeah.
No, I never. It would always be there, but I would always say no. 'cause I
Yeah,
never wanted to fall in
but
that
if
trap.
if you fell into that trap once,
That's it.
that's it.
Why?
Because then you're like, oh, this is so easy.
I would rather just pay it right away than having to worry about it.
That's your philosophy. But
Some people,
generally speaking, if you're telling me that you can buy this today for $100 or you could pay me $20 a month for 5 months, then somebody would be like, let me just pay
Yeah.
you $20. Maybe there's a little bit of interest in it, or it depends. I'm not sure how it works. But to
That-
her point, it's just become so easy to spend money.
What
that
if,
installment has become so successful that credit cards do that right now.
Yeah.
If you purchase over, like, I don't know, $300, you can pay with installments with an interest rate that's lower than the credit card interest rate.
Yes, that's true.
How it it
And they
catches people's
they
attention.
offer it. My Amex, any purchase over $100, it offers me to Planet. Planet. This is my U.S. Amex. Planet is basically the installment payments. So
Yeah.
like plan your payments. Any purchase that's over $100,
Look how easy.
you have the option to pay it or to plan it.
Even after you do the charge.
And
After you
some
do it,
people will do it for that $100.
That's
And
crazy.
imagine how much interest there.
But it is like you said, the interest is lower than the actual credit card interest rate. So if you are not recommended, but if like your credit card is filled up, it is smarter to do. I don't know if it's smarter, but it is better. It's cheaper to do the Planet.
It's not
versus-
financial advice.
No, this
so
is
wine
not financial
talking.
advice. It's just the wine talking. But I think like big picture, we just need to think about money and what it is. It's
Yeah.
a tool that we have and what we want to use that tool for and what we want it to bring to our lives. And
Set a
just
goal.
set our goals and visualize big picture, like what do we want our lives to look to be like in 40 years from now. Because next thing you know, it's been 40 years.
That is
gosh, don't
so
scare
right.
me. I don't want to be old.
I'm like 33.
I don't want to get old. Yeah, you're still young.
Okay, but when I was 18, 33 was like 33.
Far away.
You're
Far
old.
away. Now I'm 33. In 7 years, I'll be 40. Now, she's 26, and she has a goal for 40. Next thing you know, she's 40. When I was 26, I didn't have goals for when I was 40 years old. I was, partying in Miami or something, living my life. But I didn't approach looking at my financial future the way that she does. And so I think that sets the tone. And
In my point of view is that you need to sacrifice somewhere in your life. And honestly, back when I was studying in university, my dad gave me this advice and said, if you want to achieve something, you have to sacrifice something. And I rather
And what did you
It's-
sacrifice?
my time, my
Oh.
social life.
You're right.
I was stuck in my room for 4 years. I gained 30 pounds. I sacrificed a lot. I lost all my friends. This is becoming sad.
Excuse me, we're still here.
yeah, thank God.
My God. Lost all my
Just
friends.
dropped you real quick.
Yo, I swear.
No, but the point
Still
is
here,
that
bitch.
you need to sacrifice something to have.
Yeah.
And for me, this is my point of view, personal thing. I'd rather sacrifice my 20s than my 40s.
yep.
This is I rather skip a trip to have a better trip when I'm in my 40s. And this is my goal.
Kim Air.
Kim Air one day.
Tal
We'll take
Air.
her Kim Air and we'll go to
Big.
yeah, anywhere.
You're,
travel.
the way
Same
if you're
Barts.
financially
Mexico.
stable,
Same Barts.
your trip will look different.
But think about it. How old is Kim Kardashian?
40 something?
Okay.
No, I just think 42.
She's 40 something. She's been working hard for, I don't know how many years she's been famous, but it's been a long time.
Well, I'll be famous too. If I'm so...
I was gonna say if you have a good past
No,
like
that-
hers.
Regardless of any of that, my point is, let's assume she got, or anybody, I'm not just talking about Kim Kardashian, but anybody, let's assume she got her jet in her 40s. She sacrificed something. She worked hard for a certain amount of years. Because realistically speaking, you can't own a jet when you're 18 years old. Unless you come from a wealthy family, which chances are you're not the one who owns it, your family owns it. But for you to own something of that magnitude, you can't own it when you're younger. It's going to be when you're older. So to your point, what are you sacrificing? Are you going to sacrifice all of the stuff you can get later to have fun now, to buy a Birkin, to go on a trip, a Firkin? You can get the Firkin.
This is how I see it.
Where are you giving something up? Because it's going to balance out.
It has to.
But
you can't get it all unless
you
have a different lifestyle, like you come from a super wealthy family. But as a person that is going to build something for themselves, you need to sacrifice somewhere and something.
Yeah. So that's it. I think as long as you know where you're going and what you the most important step is to figure out what you want.
Your goals.
What do you want? What do you want your 40s, 50s, 60s to look like?
Or
what's your perfect Tuesday? Exactly.
Like, what's a picture? Like, I have a picture in mind.
Like, my perfect Tuesday would be sitting on a sofa with my family, watching Netflix or a funny show, and just, like, not worry about the world or anybody. Just being financially set and financially stable. And just
have a
enjoy
peace of
life.
mind.
Yeah, have a peace of mind and just enjoy life, because life passes like this. I swear, like, I can't believe I closed my eyes, I opened it, I'm 27. When I was 18, I wanted to be 21. When I was 21, I wanted to be 25. I'm 26 now. But, like, I'm going to close my eyes, I'm going to open, I'm going to be 30.
Exactly what I was saying.
Time passes so quick nowadays that it's, like, scary to me.
Yeah.
So
you need to, in order to achieve that kind of financial freedom, you need to take steps today.
Yeah.
To be able to just do that. And when I say perfect Tuesday, what I mean is your everyday. Tuesday is your everyday. It's not the weekend. It's not Friday night.
No. And
it's your everyday.
I don't want to watch TV every day, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just financially be good.
But you have to remind yourself, sorry to cut you off, that this is for you. You're working for yourself.
Oh, who else would I be working for?
I know, but I'm sure everyone has dreams, but they don't work on it because they don't remind themselves that this is for them. This is for you.
Yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I mean?
Invest in yourself.
Invest
is what I
in
always
yourself.
say.
You're
I
so
always
cute.
say that.
Yeah.
You got to prioritize yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you don't prioritize yourself, then you won't be able to be there for those who depend on you. In my case, for example, we're in different stages of our life, but I have kids who depend on me to stay alive, which is a wild thing, but I can't believe that people depend on me for their livelihood.
Yeah.
But they're my priority. To be able to be my 100% for them, I need to be good. If I'm not well, I can't do well. It's the same thing with, health or...
Yeah, on a plane. When the plane is about to crash, there's oxygen popping out.
God forbid.
The first thing you have to do,
I said
and
it in
they
Armenian.
mention it, is to put the oxygen on for yourself
great example.
first.
That's a great example.
Before the kid.
Because if you can't help anyone if you don't help yourself.
No, but if you think about it, if that's happening, God forbid, you're gonna forget about yourself, to be honest. No, like, you're gonna help others. That's like your first instinct. It's like, I'm gonna help others before me. But like,
that is your instinct. But you cannot help anyone if you're unconscious.
This goes back to saying, remind yourself what the purpose is.
Yeah. Put the oxygen mask on yourself. Invest in yourself. Put the work in yourself. Visualize. Get there. And once you're there, then
you're there.
Fucking cheers, man.
Yeah.
Hello?
It's just the wine talking.
Yeah. This is not financial advice. It's just the wine talking. Gotta wrap this up. Join us next week. For some budget. Love.
Subscribe to our
Oh, subscribe to our channel.
like and comment.
Like and comment.
Take a moment.
Subscribe.
See you next week.
Cheers.